Welcome back to Cord Cutting Today, where we break down some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting, including today, T-Mobile is testing out an even faster 5G home internet with, more importantly, unlimited data. It's in beta testing. We're going to tell you some details here of what we know about this new option. The unlimited data is a pretty nice feature for cord cutters. Also, cable TV companies are suing to stop the click-to-cancel rule. Not just the companies, but the industry alliance out there. We'll tell you what's happening and why they're attempting to block the FTC's click-to-cancel that would make it easier to cancel cable TV, among other things like gym memberships and more. Also, speaking of that, internet bills are becoming increasingly expensive, driving people to become 5G customers and look for cheaper options. We'll tell you how high the cost of internet's becoming and why that's driving people to look for cheaper options. These stories and a whole lot more coming up in a quick second. First though, if you want to learn more about any of these stories, I'll put a link to each story there so you can read them for yourself in the first pinned comment and in the show notes. If you're new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button, hitting that thumbs up. Doing one or both lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do here, so YouTube recommends our videos to more people. With that said, let's dive into it. T-Mobile is testing out a new millimeter wave 5G home internet. This is being tested just in Phoenix right now, and it's offering customers basically like a 6-month trial. The big selling point here is it's free, unlimited data. Currently, T-Mobile has unlimited data, but you can become subject to a slowdown where they may say, hey, you've used a lot of data, we're going to slow down your internet service until the end of the month if it becomes congested on our network. This new system boasts the potential for significant increased speeds versus the current 5G home internet. Also, if you sign up for this, for the beta test, they're going to give you a $500 gift card and a free existing or line to existing T-Mobile customers with this for their wireless service. Keep an eye on this. If this test is very successful, it could definitely revolutionize 5G internet in major cities, offering far faster. There's a few things. This type of internet does not have as great of range as other 5G standards out there, but it offers faster speeds. That's why most towers have not been converted to it. But it could offer much better speeds and networks inside congested large cities to make T-Mobile's 5G home internet more viable for things like Phoenix, New York, and more, where the networks can get congested, which slows down the speeds and makes it hard to compete with fiber and cable. Be interested to see how that plays out. It will also come with a Wi-Fi 7 modem on this. It's powered by Nokia manufactured equipment, and it's currently in a trial that's scheduled to run until May 2025. This is kind of the holy grail for 5G home internet to address some major issues with it, especially in densely crowded areas. T-Mobile could roll this out to major cities and other densely crowded areas to offer 5G home internet at a high speed. The current standard works great in subdivisions, lower density markets, where it doesn't need quite as much with that. But we'll keep a close eye on this. Leave me a comment though. Let me know. Are you a 5G home internet customer? How happy are you with it? This could theoretically significantly increase the speed of something that most people are already, they tell me, very happy with. Leave me a comment, let me know. All right, recently the FTC passed a rule called Click to Cancel. This rule makes it basically, if you can sign up online, you have to be able to cancel online. No more of this, hey, you can sign up online, but you have to cancel in person or over the phone, or you have to deal with agents trying to talk you out of it. Now with this, the Click to Cancel rule, which was finalized on October 16th, is being challenged by the, the NCTA. This is a group of the Internet and Television Association. It used to be like the Cable Television Association. They changed it. This is a group of companies which include like Comcast and Spectrum's industry group. These are the people who go out and lobby on behalf of cable and internet providers. And they're suing to block this, to put this rule, put it into the history and block it permanently. Why are they doing that? Well, very simple. They don't want to make it easy for you to cancel. They want to make it difficult for you to cancel. It makes their business model much more threatening if customers can quickly sign up and cancel at any times. Now with this, the rule requires it to be obtain clear consent for subscriptions, all renews, and free trials that convert to paid membership. Mandates a cancellation method must be at least as easy to use as the sign-up process was. Prohibits companies from requiring customers who sign up online to cancel through a chatbot or agent. Requires companies to offer cancellation by phone or online for in-person sign-ups. I had this with a gym membership once. We were moving and had to go in person to cancel. I couldn't cancel online even though I signed up that way. This is an interesting one. We'll see how this case bears out. It's probably one of those things that could result in the delay of the click to cancel and something that could take a very long time for. We'll keep a close eye on it. All right, internet bills are on the rise. Speaking of bills, a new survey from U.S. News and World Report, has found that the average internet bill is continuing to go up. In several states they looked at, it was $81. That has now grown to $98. The national average has jumped from $77 to $89 for internet. This is the cord-cutting 2.0 trend I've talked a lot about. The increasing number of Americans who are seeing these bills and saying, you know what? I don't need that gigabit internet speed. Let's be honest, a lot of people don't take full advantage of that. A lot of people are moving to things like 5G home internet because it's cheaper. Say it again, 5G internet for a lot of people is all you need. If you're not a hardcore gamer, it gives you more than enough speed and options with that. But you can see why this is coming out. There are several states out there like Pennsylvania where the average bill is now $110 a month. And with average download speeds vary from 500 megabits down in Florida and Pennsylvania. Very interesting to see the growth of 5G home internet. The rapid rollout of fiber, Starlink, and other options starting to put pressure on cable companies. This feels very much like the early days of cord cutting. That a lot of people dismissed cord cutting in the beginning. Still dismiss it to this day, it feels like sometimes. But it grew slowly and slowly and slowly. I think cord cutting 2.0 is doing the same. The move to new fiber options, satellite, 5G home internet, or just slower, cheaper internet packages is something to keep a close eye on. Cord cutting 2.0 is going to put a real hurt on others. All right, next story up. The Department of Justice is reportedly looking to join sides with fubo and submit a supporting document to the courts in fubo's lawsuit to stop venue sports. At issue here is the fear that this would create a monopoly for companies like Disney, Fox, and Warner Bros. Discovery, because not only would they be producing the content, they would be giving themselves the best deal to sell it directly to you. Now, the Department of Justice is reportedly, according to a report from Puck, preparing to submit a brief in the lawsuit from fubo in an attempt to stop this in support of it with this deal. Now, at the core of this dispute, traditional media companies have traditionally produced the content but then not been a distributor of it directly. They fear that this will upset the current balance of TV and basically cut out the middleman of all these companies, create a monopoly where Disney, Fox, and Warner Bros. Discovery controls the vast majority of sports television, for example, giving them undue power over it and its distribution and what people pay for it. Be very interested to see what happens. There's been a lot of pressure to get the DOJ involved to officially investigate them on their own. For now, it sounds like they're only going to file a brief in support of fubo's case against them. Not a good sign for Disney, Fox, and Warner Bros. Discovery. We'll see how that plays out, but keep a close eye on it. I suspect we're going to see more from the Department of Justice than just a brief, maybe, if it really happens, according to a report from Puck. All right, speaking of free content, Plex has offered 6 new channels. You can find a list there. Plex now has over 50,000 on-demand titles and hundreds of live channels, and including a bunch of ones like Film Rise, Iron Chef, the Ellen channel, and more, all added, including the Kids in the Hall, now on Plex. Check it out. TCL TV Plus, the new live TV and on-demand streaming service, now has over 350 channels. They added several new channels recently. You can find a list in the show notes down below. And how much, we talked about the cost of TV, but how much do cord cutters pay for TV and streaming? We asked over 1,000 of you, and the majority of you said you spend $60 or less. 52% of you spend $60 a month or less with this, and 46.7% spend less than $50 a month on television. With the growth in cost of cable TV, you can see why that's a great deal out there for cord cutters. Increasingly, I think this is because a growing number of cord cutters are skipping live TV services like YouTube TV, Fubo, and more, and going to on-demand only services, cutting down on the number of on-demand services they had from the peak in 2020 when we were all stuck at home just watching stuff, to cheaper options now. I'd love to hear your opinion. How much are you paying? What have you done? Have you cut the cost? Are you paying about the same as you were, or are you actually paying less now? Leave me a comment, let me know. I'd love to hear from you on what you pay for TV. Well, that's it for today. I hope you have a fantastic day. I'm going to be back again real soon with another video. Until then, take care, be safe. I'll talk to you all again soon.